9 a.m. Tuesday, October 21st. Going to talk to Matt Zenitz here in just a moment, get updated on some of the news around college football, coaching changes, coaching moves, player injuries, and more. But before we do that, Mac, I want to tell folks how they can listen to the show, jocksfm.com, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast, it's going to be there. Watch live on YouTube every day. Search Jocks 945 and tell your home smart speaker to enable the Jock skill.
Bill Smith Buick GMC is the GMC Dealer of the Year, the national champion of GMC dealers. They've been taking great care of me for years. I know they'll take great care of you as well. Take the short drive up to Coleman, I-65, exit 310, Highway 31. You can go get yourself a brand new GMC Sierra 2500. This is the beautiful Denali trim. It's probably the nicest truck you can own. Like, it's my dream truck. I love this vehicle. Can I park it in hourly parking? I don't know. That's what I got to figure out. But I know that if I'm buying it from Bill Smith because you can get $12,000 off the sticker price. Like, most places are not discounting a truck that is this nice. They'll take $12,000 off the sticker. You get that vehicle for $77,715. It's deals like that keep people coming back. That's why 75% of their business is repeat customers. That's because you have a better experience when you shop with Bill Smith. Take the short drive to Coleman. You'll be glad you did. You can also shop online, have it delivered right to your driveway at BillSmithBuickGypsy.com.
All right, let's go to Matt Zenitz now joining us on the Higginbotham hotline, get a little bit of an update on everything around college football. Matt, from a coaching search perspective, there are some spots that people are assuming will come available at some point this season. Give us your latest thoughts on where Auburn is right now with Hugh Freeze. What has to happen, needs to happen, or does it not matter what happens as far as what his future is going to be as the head coach?
Well, you can let me know if you disagree. My feel on it right now is that it's trending direction of them more likely than not having a different head coach there come next year. By no means have I heard anything definitive or final. There's been no final decision made at this point, but it feels like it's currently trending in that kind of direction, barring some sort of turnaround the second half of the year, just as things stand right now.
So when you evaluate the openings, places like Auburn, places like Florida State, for example, coaches that are kind of on the bubble at the moment, like, is there any reason to dissuade them not to make a move this year because of the sheer quantity of coach availability that's going to be out there? Or do you think they're focused exclusively on, hey, we got to do what's right now, regardless of what else is going on in the carousel around us?
Well, in certain situations, like Florida State, for example, money plays a big part in this. So if Florida State makes a move with Mike Norvell, they're responsible for a buyout in the range of $55 million. And not every school is equipped like Penn State or Texas A&M when they moved on from Jimbo to deal with a $50+ million buyout. So those are things that factor into these decisions also, including potentially even for Wisconsin, which obviously things not going well there with Luke Fickell. They would be on the hook for somewhere in the range of $25 million, which when Penn State pays $50 to get rid of James Franklin, it may not sound like a lot, but $25 still is a lot for a school to pay to move on from a coach, which is why I think there's a consideration in a situation like that, even with things going as poorly as they are, to at the very least entertain the thought of giving another year, investing into upgrading the roster, and just saying if there's any step forward taken next year. But there are certain coaches that if the buyout number was lower, frankly, that you may have already seen moves made as opposed to schools continuing on with the coaches that they currently have. And with like Florida State, for example, there have been a number of conversations taking place behind the scenes there, as I'm sure you guys can imagine. But ultimately, I would think that buyout number is something that they need to continue to work through, and that will be a big factor in any decision regarding Mike Norvell and his future there.
So we focus in, Matt Zenitz joining us on the Higginbotham hotline, talking just college football news. We focus in on these guys getting fired, but you've started covering a little bit more of the NFL recently and are very well sourced there. Do you see a large number of coaches leaving for NFL jobs this year? Are those jobs going to be available, and are there real candidates for those jobs that are college head coaches right now?
College head coaches now, I'd be surprised if there's anybody that's currently a college head coach that gets an NFL head coaching job this cycle. There are some that in the future it could be a possibility for, including the Marcus Freemans of the world. I just don't see it this cycle.
Okay. The Florida job. If it's not Lane Kiffin, give us a list of guys that you think would be realistic to be the next head coach of the Gators.
Tough to say right now. Lane's an obvious one, and I know that Lane, at the very least, is on the radar for them as a person of interest, if that's the best way of summing it up. But it's not going to be just limited to him right now. There are going to be some other coaches that are looked into. Unfortunately, I don't have the full rundown or list at this point. I would love to have that, but do not as of yet, and still working through just figuring out who some of the options are to go along with Lane. The main thing they can say is when you're dealing with a job that the caliber of a Florida or Penn State, those are the types of places that obviously some of the premier top 10 type jobs in college football. And obviously right away, as is the case in our space, you're immediately going to have some of the quote unquote candidate lists and quote unquote hot boards and stuff like that, which, as you guys know, and I don't know if you share the same frustration as me at times with that kind of stuff, just knowing that stuff is 99.9% of the time just based off media people throwing out names that they think could make sense for a job, or at best talking to people around like the agent world, let's say, and gathering names that could make sense more so than having a real feel for names that are actually on the list for X school. But those are the types of places with Florida and Penn State that, as easy as it is to link certain coaches to those jobs and see how it could make sense for them to end up there, those are the types of places that they should be and they will be swinging for the fences and shooting their shot with some coaches that, frankly, most other schools around the country, we would have no chance at poaching or getting, or that most other schools we would just deem to be untouchable. So with like Penn State, for example, and this is no offense to Matt Rule whatsoever, Matt Rule was obviously the immediate one linked to that job at Penn State. And look, it's understandable. Hey, has the history that he does with the school, has a great relationship with the AD. I get it, but at the same time, that was premature in terms of just viewing that as an open shut type deal with Matt Rule, as some people in this space kind of presented it to be. And there are going to be some swings there without delving into the names right now. There are going to be some swings taken there and some guys that, again, would be untouchable for most schools that maybe don't end up being untouchable for Penn State.
What do you make of kind of the attractiveness, just all encompassing the attractiveness of the Penn State job? Because I am just so curious about it. As I happen to think it's a very attractive job. I'm a bit of a history guy. Like, I value tradition above many others. However, the tradition, Penn State feels very similar to what we saw with Clemson and Georgia, where it just didn't really have a lot of recent dominance, a lot of recent success at the highest levels of the sport, but you find the right coach and all of a sudden things get going. Is this a team that can actually get back to the top of the sport, or were their best days in the 80s, the previous generation? Is that something this generation might at some point see?
Look at how close they were to playing in the national championship game last year. So it's not just the history. They've been there. They've been on the verge of playing in a national championship game within the last 12 months. And at the same time, that's a place that wants to win, that they're committed to doing that. There's significant investment in terms of resources, infrastructure, all of that. And at the same time, something that's worth keeping in mind is, like, let's compare SEC to Big Ten here. So one of the names that you'll continue to hear with Penn State that makes sense as someone for them to look at is a Mike Elko, who's doing a great job at Texas A&M right now, has Texas A&M ranked number 3 in the country, has ties to that part of the country, graduated from Penn, so has direct ties to the state, and is deserving of, at the very least, a phone call or Penn State it would be smart from their standpoint to at least gauge whether there would be any interest there in dialogue. And if you look at it from the perspective of somebody like that, or again, just comparing conference to conference, the Big Ten right now, even with Ohio State doing what they're doing, it is wide open aside from that, to the point that you've seen Indiana make the move that they have the last couple of years. So a long-winded way of saying that there is an easier path, in my opinion, to being a playoff team coming out of the Big Ten compared to what the case is in the SEC right now, which if I'm a high-end coach, it adds to the attractiveness of that, and it's impossible not to have that be a consideration if you're looking at different opportunities. Just looking at, again, the fact that there's an easier road to being a consistent playoff team coming out of that conference compared to what the case is in the SEC right now.
Talking with Matt Zenitz, college football news, notes, coaching changes. You can find his work at CBS Sports, at mzenitz on Twitter. Injuries feel like they're hitting the college football world hard. Notre Dame's offensive line taking a hit. Also, Auburn's offensive line taking a hit. What are you hearing around college football circles of depth, how this is affecting teams, what teams may be best suited for it, how coaches are handling playing time for certain guys? I know Michigan's another team that's taking a hit on the offensive line. LSU, same deal. What are coaches doing to offset this to potentially make a playoff run, or for what they do when they do get into the postseason?
I mean, first of all, it's been an unfortunate last few days from an injury standpoint, specifically along the offensive line for some top teams around the country. So LSU loses its starting left tackle for, at the very least, this week heading into their game against A&M, and there is fear that this is going to stretch beyond this game. They are fortunate to have a bye before they face Alabama, but there is concern there about Tyree Adams, their starting left tackle, potentially missing that Alabama game to go along with not being available for A&M this weekend. Michigan loses its starting left tackle for, at the very least, the next few weeks, even though there's optimism there that they'll have him back for Ohio State. Notre Dame loses Billy Schrauth, who's one of the better interior offensive linemen in the country, highly regarded draft prospect, has emerged as that at Notre Dame this year, team captain there. He has an MCL injury that suffered this past weekend against USC that's going to keep him out for 3 to 4 weeks now. So just an unfortunate week as a whole to go along with. I mean, Cole, you know the caliber of player Connor Lew is. Connor Lew legitimately has been in the mix to be a top 2-round draft pick at center coming out of Auburn, and just a really unfortunate development for him to have the ACL injury, and not only for Auburn to lose him, but just with Connor individually having positioned himself like he has just to deal with that kind of setback. As far as Michigan and Notre Dame, as challenging and unfortunate as that is to lose those guys for a few-week period, first of all, with Michigan, that was actually positive news for them, only losing their starting left tackle, Evan Ling, for a few weeks, because initially when he got hurt, they thought that was a potential season-ending injury. So that was actually a positive development for them, only losing him for this period of time and being in position to get him back for the Ohio State game, potentially, probably. And they do have a favorable schedule coming up. They have these next few games, and would say the same thing with Notre Dame. Obviously, you never want to lose one of your better overall players, one of your team captains, but Notre Dame, if you look at that schedule the next few weeks, if you're going to lose someone like that, this would be the time to do it, just heading into the stretch that they're heading into, starting with, I want to say, Boston College coming out of their bye week.
Finally, how much should we start to evaluate injuries at this point? Is it too soon, or should we start to be paying really close attention with the college football playoff rankings coming to fruition here very soon?
Just as far as how those injuries have impacted games so far, you're saying?
Yeah, for example, let's use Texas Tech as an example. Like they're a week without their
That was the one I was
quarterback,
about to throw out. Yeah.
and they lose, and everybody is now down on Texas Tech. When in reality, maybe the quarterback situation had something to do with that. I'm just thinking out loud.
Has to be taken into consideration for not only Texas Tech, but even the team that beat them in that game, Arizona State, who lost the week before, got blown out by Utah, but at the same time didn't have Sam Levitt in that game. And once they got Sam Levitt back in there against Texas Tech, that looked like a completely different team. So that stuff definitely has to be taken into account. And I'm sure that it will be when it comes to Texas Tech, Arizona State, and its loss to Utah, and some different situations around the country where prominent players have been out for games that turned into losses for those teams.
Hey, what are you hearing the difference in Ty Simpson's draft perspective as of now and 2 months ago?
Actually came up with within the last 24 hours. So this is as wide open of a quarterback class as I can remember. So the year started off with scouts almost universally viewing Garrett Nussmeier, Cade Klubnik as 1-2 in terms of draft prospects at the quarterback position for next year's draft, with Lenora Sellers as kind of like a wild card option at number 3. And when you look at those guys, those 3, to go along with some of the others who were viewed as some of the top draft prospects at that position heading into the year year hasn't exactly gone according to plan for those guys, which has led to this being even more wide open. And all of a sudden you've had, first of all, Fernando Mendoza emerge like he has at Indiana, and he's put himself in a position where if he keeps playing like he's playing, has a real chance to end up being a top 5 draft pick coming out of Indiana. But to go along with that, Ty and Dante Moore at Oregon are 2 who have been 2 of the other biggest risers during the course of the year, and at the quarterback position, obviously. And Ty is one that I'll just say his play is definitely not going unnoticed with people in the NFL world. Has impressed people in that space and is positioning himself in a way that could have a decision to make coming out of this year.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Matt, great stuff, man. Really appreciate the time. Always good to have you on, and look forward to catching up with you again soon.
I'll end with one thing. Greg did a great job subtly dropping everything about the truck before I came on. That sounds like a great birthday present for my guy Cole to get Greg whenever the time comes for Greg's next birthday.
Well said.
And the great thing is Cole's one of people in this world. They can just drop the 77, just straight cash and just get that for you, pay it off for you. So Cole, I'll be disappointed with you if that is not birthday present from you for Greg's next birthday.
Well said. Thank you for saying that.
Thank you, Matt.
I will talk to you guys later.
Greg makes us celebrate his birthday for a full month.
No,
so
not a big birthday guy.
It's a birthday month for Greg.
Not team
this
birthday.
Month, but yeah, it is.
Not a birthday guy. Down on birthdays.
Do you know not birthday, birth month. Right, we know.
Do you know what today is, the date?
The 21st.
It is. And that is relevant for multiple reasons. I'll tell you what is relevant about it on the other side. First, I will tell you about Gusty Goulis and the Gusty Goulis Group. If you're looking for a new home in Central Alabama, there's really nobody else you need to call, and I'm going to tell you why. They've served more than 3,000 home buyers and sellers in the greater Birmingham area. Since 2012, the Gusty Goulis Group has been recognized both nationally and locally as Greater Birmingham, Alabama's #1 team in homes sold. Over 835-star Google reviews. Most agents going to start marketing after you list with him. Not Gusty. He's been doing that. He invests thousands into all the latest tools. You can entrust his aggressive improving selling system. Google Gusty Goulis Group. You will see over 855-star Google reviews. Call 205-542-1996, 205-542-1996, or visit GustyGoulisGroup.com and start packing. Why is today relevant? We'll tell you next right here on Jocks. All right, welcome back in. McElroy and Cubelic in the morning. Today is October 21st, 9:22 a.m. right here on Jocks. Listen online, jocksfm.com. Find us on YouTube every morning. Just search WJOX. Anybody want to take a guess at why that date is relevant?
I'd love to.
Go for it.
Because it's the third Tuesday in October.
Yeah. Still smell like cigars? Is that what
Or
you're
maybe
saying?
the 4th. I don't even know. I've lost track.
October the 4th be with you.
Ooh.
Today,
Love Star Wars October Day.
Today is the day. John, do you have a guess? Do you know?
Yeah, it's Kim Kardashian's birthday.
Stop it. This may be more ridiculous, actually, but the NBA starts today.
Oh, okay.
Let's ride.
Would you rather go to Kim Kardashian's birthday, or would you rather go to birthday party, or Houston at Oklahoma City, or Golden State at LA?
Honestly, it might be 6 and 1, half a dozen.
Legit, no idea.
That could be taken way out of context.
I
Would
mean,
you rather attend her birthday party or one of those two NBA games? And you can pick the game.
Probably her birthday party.
Steph Curry at the Lake Show? Oh, I forgot you didn't adopt Los Angeles basketball. You adopted Dallas basketball.
Correct,
My
right,
bad.
yeah.
Sorry.
Correct.
Sorry. I don't know. Seeing Steph Curry in LA might be pretty cool.
Super cool. I mean, that'd be awesome.
See Bronny on the bench again?
With his dad on the bench?
Wow.
Don't know if he'd be wearing slippers this time or not.
What's wrong with that?
He was in Atlanta.
He was or was not?
Was. I don't think he was in uniform, though. He just had a warm-up on. But there you go. Let's pick our champions. Ready? Or champion. I guess there's only going to be one champion. I don't really care about the East or the Coastal or whatever else they call their divisions now.
Coastal.
It's not going to be
Grizz?
Golden State.
Can I talk you into the Grizz?
You can't. No, I need to know their star player is going to be active for the whole season first.
Who is their star player?
Stop it. I am going to go San Antonio.
What?
You heard me.
Wow.
John?
I was thinking Denver.
It's a good pick.
Boring.
Well, let me guess, you're going to Oklahoma City.
Yes. Because I don't know about
so
you guys.
exciting.
I don't know about y'all. It's not that uncommon.
Back-to-back?
4 teams to rip off a few championships in a row.
I might like the Pacers to do it, though.
They didn't win
They
last
actually
year.
played defense.
You don't say. And that matters. Why?
Not much, but, I mean, hell, if you get 5 stops in the NBA, I feel like that's a ton.
Yeah, you're cooking.
So,
The overall favorite right now is OKC at plus 200.
of course they are. Who else are
the
people going to
Nuggets
know
are-
to bet money on?
Plus 650. But if you're feeling frisky, the Spurs are plus 5,000.
Let's go. See? Life-changing wager.
yeah.
Life-changing wager.
You're going to be so wealthy. I can't talk anybody into the Hawks. The South's team.
It's only when they're good,
Yeah.
by the way.
And that's different from what?
We carry Memphis game, so that's more our South.
There you
team.
go.
Yeah.
Can't talk into Minnesota. The Fighting A-Rods.
I mean, there is a lot to like with the Hawks. Obviously, Trae Young, but then you have Zachary. So maybe. Who are the next odds after the top 3 that you named? Best.
So the best odds right now in basketball.
Yeah, John
Oklahoma
just told us OKC.
OKC's number 1.
Yeah.
Cleveland's 2, plus 650.
Whoa. Didn't see that one coming.
Well, they're out of the Coastal.
They still have Colin Sexton.
I think so. And
He's in
LeBron and
Utah.
Kyrie.
No, I thought he went to Charlotte.
I thought he was in Utah. That's Brandon Miller in Charlotte.
No, Sexton moved, I thought.
Hey, what
No,
do we-
Lagello's in.
This is
Someone,
hilarious.
Lagello's in
someone
Charlotte.
from Bama moved
There are
to
certain people driving
Charlotte.
around right now that love the NBA that are so pissed off at us right now.
Well, they'll be all right.
I'm never listening to these guys again.
They don't know ball.
we actually don't.
No,
I can admit it.
I will too.
I'll admit this. The Clippers' new logo's dumb.
Oh, gosh. Here we go. You always go in on the Clippers.
There's a sight on a boat, as in it's about to be blown out of the water.
That's
is
their
what it looks
alternate.
like.
That's their alternate logo.
No, that's them now.
Yeah. All right. Denver, plus 650.
When's Devin Booker going to get the Suns over the hump? That's what I need to know.
Hang on a second. Nope, not this year.
They are plus 50,000.
Correct.
Who's
Alongside,
Durant getting traded to this year?
Well, he's on the Rockets.
he's
now,
on
so-
Houston.
I
They
know,
just
he's
extended
gonna-
him.
Oh, after
They
that?
gave him a 2-year extension, right? For what?
Yes.
60?
About.
He's going to get traded at some
So
point.
basically, the Suns have the same odds as the Bulls, the Kings, the Pelicans, and the Hornets.
Bulls still have the dunk contest guy?
McClung?
You mean G League?
He said McClung. No,
Of course,
Zach,
of course he
Zach
would know
what's
him.
his name?
Yeah, he would know him. Yeah.
What's his name?
Yeah,
Zach
dunk guy.
Levine?
Big
Yes.
dunk.
I don't know, probably. I think he might be in the G League too.
No, he's not.
I can't talk anybody into the Giannis-led Milwaukee Bucks.
Not 'cause they're going to trade him this year, so no.
Good. Hope it comes to the Mavs. Why? I don't know.
Cooper Flag not getting it done?
We're plus 3,300.
Better than my Spurs.
Yeah, we're okay.
Knicks have the fourth best
The
odds.
Celtics plus 3,000. That's
I
kind
hope
of
the
amazing.
Knicks are good this year. There's nothing
will
like
be.
watching a game on NBC on a Sunday afternoon when the Knicks are good.
I do. Honestly, if there's a team I root for outside the Mavs, I think I do want it for the Knicks just because of how irrationally they'll get covered.
More irrational coverage, Cowboys or Knicks when they're good.
Knicks. And that is saying something.
Yeah.
Yes, it
Because
is.
the Knicks really have been irrelevant for 25 years. And
No,
yet
they were
they
good
still
last year.
remain. They were good last year. They still remain by far the biggest needle mover outside the Lakers in the NBA.
You think First Take does dumb stuff now? Wait till the Knicks get good.
Dude, I want them to get good. It would be so fun if they won a championship.
Especially if ownership's pulling shenanigans at the same time.
Plus, I do honestly like, and I know he was on the Mavs or whatnot, so that probably impacts my evaluation. But there are aspects of the Knicks that I find to be remarkably redeeming. And when you look at their roster, there are a few guys that you just enjoy watching.
Do you?
To me, I love Jalen Brunson.
Brunson's awesome.
Like, I
agree
love
with
Jalen
that.
Brunson. I think he's absolutely phenomenal. I think he's a great player.
Can't
I
wait
think
to
he's
hear
a-
the rest of these, though.
He's a fierce competitor. I really
Mhm.
enjoy watching him. Do you not?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Who's next? Gershon.
Carl Anthony
Yabusele?
Towns, a good player.
Is he?
So you're telling you like watching guys in the post.
I think he's a bit of a throwback, but yeah, he can absolutely shoot as well, like a modern day.
But he's not Kevin Durant. Easy on the. He can shoot. He gets like a 3 every 30 games.
Okay. I'd say he averages at least 1-3 a game.
Made? Probably. Attempt? No, that dude's allergic to the block.
He's a good player. Let's see. 3 points. 3-point shots.
Goodness, he was 142 of 338 last year from 3.
Yeah, he's allergic to the block.
He averages.
I'm 7 foot. I'm going to shoot at the line.
Listen to this. John is onto something here. These are Carl Anthony Towns' blocks per season during his career. 138, 103, 115, 125. Something happened that offseason. 42, 57, 83, 17, 41, 50.
Yes.
He also had 1,007 rebounds year 2, 1,012 rebounds year 3. The last 3 years, he's had 236, 515, and then 920. He's getting those long rebounds from the half-court threes.
Love it. You said
John's right. He pretty much said not anymore.
You said the blocks changed in what year?
The block is hot. That's what Juvenile told me.
The block changed after the 2019 season.
Is that when he got a big deal?
Correct. Well, ironically,
Supermax.
Yeah.
Ironically, starting in 2019, he averaged about 1.5 3-point shots made per game, 3 to 3.5 3-point shots attempted per game in his first 4 seasons in the league. Since 2019, when he got 6.5, 5. Actually play defense, and now
Yeah.
Thibodeau's gone. Again this
Carl
year.
Anthony Towns was basically we're going out where we're clubbing. That.
Respect.
I mean, he's no Chet Holmgren, but you guys want to take a shot at what Carl Anthony Towns will make this season?
40.
No.
53.
0.1.
53.1?
Yes.
Oh, mama.
You want to take a guess at what Jalen Brunson's going to make this year? I'll just give you a hint. It's not as much.
25.
34.9.
Man, he's poor. How does he even live in New York?
Yeah. Whew.
The second
Poor
highest
guy.
paid
Probably has a
player
roommate.
per salary on the Knicks this year is OG Anunbi, 39.5 mil.
So that's old money. Okay, he's OG.
Golly.
Mikal Bridges, 24.9.
Why weren't we 7 foot?
Josh Hart, 19.
I don't understand why my parents didn't make me 7 foot. Could have put me on the stretching machine as a kid.
How mad are you if you show up to work every day and you're Muhammad Diawara making 1.2 this year?
Living in New York.
Yeah. You're barely breaking even.
Do you go to Carl Anthony Towns and say, your car service is picking me up to take me to the gym every day?
Confirm.
I'm poor compared to you.
Yeah. Then Carl goes, "Who are you?"
What team are you
You
on?
going to have my coffee for me?
I'm on your team. The NBA is mind-blowing. I've never seen a league that was so good 30 years ago.
Mitchell Robinson, 12.9 this year. Mitchell Robinson.
Greg, you could finish that sentence and it be applicable to baseball.
Do you want to take a guess at how tall Mitchell Robinson is?
6'6".
6'4".
7 feet.
Oof,
Oh.
Okay.
No one even knows. He's making 13 mil.
I love when you see guys that you've literally never heard of. I go to the NBA page on ESPN. There's guys I've literally never heard of that have signed Nesmith, 2-year, $40 million deal. Hawksguard Daniels agrees to 4-year, $100 million deal. Nuggets Braun reaches 5-year, $125 million extension.
How much do you think Alperen Sengun for the Rockets is making this year? How bad did I butcher his name?
He's a 20 mil player.
You think so?
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Try 34.
Okay.
Golly.
24
This year.
calendar year, and then
34
26
this year.
Okay.
Fred VanVleet. Anyone?
Fred's a 40 guy.
No.
You sure?
No. Yeah, 24.
It's a lot.
It's not bad if you can get it.
I ain't mad at anybody for getting it.
No.
But I'm also, it leads me to, that's part of why the NBA, for me, is not nearly as consumable as it once was. These guys are so paid that the effort level is just less than stellar. Who can blame them? Who can blame them?
Who can blame them?
If I got 100 coming in over the next couple of years, I'm making 50 a year. Why would I go in there and take a charge?
People say the same thing about college football.
You'd be fat like James.
Why would
Harden.
I go and take a charge?
Does it will help your team win?
Not about winning.
Oh.
I got everything I need. I don't know, man. The NBA.
How much do you think Lagello's making this year?
Lagello is probably 22.
No.
No, the Jello's under 10.
40?
Under 10? 37.9.
Really?
Oh.
Wow.
Miles Bridges is making 25.
How much is LeVar making?
Enough to stay quiet.
LeVar
36.9. He's like Joe Jackson. That's mine, boy.
And John is right. Colin Sexton is in Charlotte now, 19.1.
Good for him.
How about Grant Williams is going to make 13.6 this year? Grant Williams,
Who does he play for?
Charlotte.
Guy, you're a big Charlotte guy.
Well, I mean, I'm
You
there.
used to be.
I'm there half the year.
Are you a Charlotte sports fan because you live there
Love the Panthers.
on Mondays?
Ted Torrey McMillan's my guy. Bam Adebayo, last one. Anybody?
How much is he making?
Yeah.
I'm going to say 50.
No,
27.
37. Tyler Hero?
Hero for Miami still?
19.
Is he still in Miami?
It's not 19. He's
Is he still in Miami?
Playing for Miami, yes.
30.
31.
Mm.
Andrew Wiggins is going to make $28 million this year.
Is he in Golden State?
Based on draft prospectus, that fits. So
Is he in Golden State still?
Miami.
Miami?
It ain't
Golly,
their
how
fault.
hard is it to keep up with NBA?
It ain't their fault their roster's only 12. I mean, college has got to play 85 players.
It's fair.
They only got to pay 12. That's it.
Totally fair.
And
Totally fair.
I did
hold on.
see-
Before we go to break, I'm going to check the Magic's roster and see if Mac McClung is there. He did not make it.
Answer me this, like seriously, like we'd have this conversation a lot about. We talked about it recently with Bruce Pearl. Talk about it with Nate Oates. Like the NBA is calling or whatnot. Like I understand that. Like the NBA will always call and reach out. There's no, and we didn't talk about it with Tony Vitello, but like there used to be with baseball. Like you don't go get college baseball coaches for the MLB. It's like there's a way of doing things. Like Billy Beane and Moneyball. Like his girlfriend's not good looking, so we can't draft him. Like whatever ridiculous reasons are for baseball evaluations. In basketball, there's no issues whatsoever. But answer me this, like if I'm Nate Oates, for example, I got a good thing going, right? Like I'm winning a lot of games. I got a lot of support, got a lot of resources, access to resources. Like the program has really committed, or the university is really committed to trying to make us competitive year round in all sports. And I think that's a pretty wonderful place to be. Why would I go and want to coach guys that are making $40 million, $50 million a year?
It depends. How much are they getting? I don't know how much NBA coaches make.
I'm sure they're making a lot, but like you can make a lot in college too, and just you can actually like coach guys.
Oh yeah, deal with the portal.
I get it, but
Coach
like
guys. How many guys in college basketball are legit coachable?
I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot more in college basketball than there are in the NBA.
All right, last one before we go to break. Franz Wagner, Jalen Suggs, Desmond Bain. First off, what team do they play for?
Desmond Bain.
Desmond Bain plays for Miami. He's the end.
Yeah.
It's Ruben, but yeah.
oh, his brother. Or my bad.
You're in the right state.
Oh, Miami, Ohio.
The Marlins. You love it.
They play for the Magic.
Okay.
Combined, they make. Are any of those guys all-stars? Honestly, I don't know the answer to that.
Let's say yes.
Damian, are those guys all-stars? Desmond Bain, Jalen Suggs, Franz Wagner.
I feel like Suggs might have been, but at one point, but not recently.
Give me your combined guess salary for this year for those three.
100.
Combined between those three.
Between those three.
74.
$115 million. 38, 35, 36, 7.
And no state income tax.
And not many wins.
By the way, your boy Matt McClung was in the NBA for 3 hours.
Heck yeah. I know
It's
what
a
that's
start.
like. That's what you call
He was signed by the Bulls back on the 17th and released by the Bulls about 3 hours later.
I just don't know why you don't put him on the end of the bench.
I think he's going to be on their G League team.
And then when the All-Star game comes around, he's at least repping your jersey and you get those jersey sales. Because all the teeny boppers are going to go buy that when he jumps over a Jeep.
They don't make any money on jersey sales. We've talked about this 100 times.
But it's something.
It's better than nothing. But I still am just absolutely befuddled.
See, I think every team in every sport should have a blowout guy. Like this tight end for Utah.
Yes.
Sign this kid, and when you go down 21 or up 21,
just go in and just
let him get direct snaps.
Fair enough.
Why not? Mac McClung, we're down 18. Dunk City.
Everyone needs
and
a Rudy.
He cherry picks and stays back at half court. Just throw him the ball out there and let him try some ridiculous dunk.
Everyone needs a Rudy.
People honestly, show up for it.
Think about how much NBA you used to watch, though.
It's probably
I used to watch so much.
We'll talk about this when we come back. It's probably not as much as you think. I used to watch a decent amount. I actually watched more like probably like 8 years ago than I did when I was a kid.
Really?
I was into it.
Man,
but now I can't.
I loved it.
Yeah. Now, children.
Yeah, children get in the way, but actually, like, children is in some ways increased
my
it does,
sports consumption. My boys
love
love it. Well, 8-year-old loves it. 5-year-old, he's kind of meh with NBA. He'll sit there and watch baseball and football, though, especially baseball. All right, as football season moves on, you know that means changes in the weather are coming. Protect your HVAC system with a checkup from a trained comfort specialist, so when the cold weather hits, you'll have peace of mind. You're protected by America's most reliable and trusted brand. Find a comfort specialist near you at Train.com. It's hard to stop a train. If you would like to make fun of us for all of our NBA takes, you can call in now, and we'll be in commercial. Back with more next. All right, welcome back in. McElroy and Cubelic in the morning. I hope you enjoyed our NBA discussion for the rest of the year. Got that knocked out, Greg. Tell our listeners about Pro Lift Garage.
Well, they can serve not just here in this community, they can also serve down in Baldwin County as well. 200 plus 5-star Google reviews. They can work on existing garage doors or repairs. They can even install new ones. No service call fees either. You only pay for the work, not for the visit. They can service all brands of garage doors. So if your garage door opener is experiencing unusual noises, slow response times, vibration, shaking, call for a maintenance service today. They can repair, they can replace, they can install new garage doors, which could upgrade the appearance of your home. So look up the number that would best help you by going to proliftdoors.com. That's proliftdoors.com. ProLift Garage Doors, lifting your expectations.
Our guy Trips shares with us maybe the most NBA tweet of all time. He tweets at Mac and Cube. Speaking of Mitchell Robinson, here's an ironic gem of a tweet. Underdog NBA, 21 hours ago. Brown, Mitchell Robinson, parentheses, load management, uncertain for season opener Wednesday.
You can't go in the season opener. What are we doing?
I mean, I get it. If you're managing his load, though, you want to get an early start on it.
Yes.
Because if we manage it now, that's less management of it later.
Training camp, too intense.
You think they went full pads? 2 days?
Yes. I do know this. I do know that NBA still plays on hardwoods. Or so I've been told, unless they're to the NBA All-Star game and they play on like graphics packages and like floors that do cool stuff. But if you're thinking about doing some new hardwoods in your floor, in your home, Shannara Flooring's got you covered. CoreTech Flooring comes with that 20 mil wear layer. It's super durable, super dependable. If I were playing an NBA basketball game in our house, which, by the way, the level of competitiveness and or physicality in our house when we play basketball inside might be comparable to that of the NBA. But looking at it, I'd go with that CoreTech Flooring by Shaw. It's in stock now, 50,000 square feet of it. And Fu, because of how much he has, is passing that savings on to you. So if you're thinking about making some changes to your floors, call who? Call Fu. Call them today at 205-518-6423 or go online at fuandyou.com.
I'm waiting to next here. Mitchell Robinson, uncertain for tonight's game. Eternity. Back with more Mac and Cube next. All right, welcome back in. McElroy and Cubelic in the morning, 9:51, Tuesday, October 21st. G-Mac, tell our listeners about Polar Bear Services.
Well, Polar Bear Service has been doing a great job for me for a very long time. Always grateful to the experience I have. When I work with Wes and the guys at Polar Bear Services, they've helped me with my electrical, they've helped me with my plumbing, and now they can help you with plumbing, electrical, HVAC. I know the heater was running at our house overnight. I also know that here moving forward, it's going to be running heat at night, cold during the day, a lot going on with your comfort system. So get a whole home checkup and get it taken care of. You want to make sure your stuff is running smoothly for the cold months ahead. It's only a matter of time, so you don't want to put it off. Take advantage now by getting out in front of it. So go and check them out today by going to Polar Bear Services. And remember, if you have a problem with your electrical, plumbing, heater, air, just pick up the phone and call the Bear. It's 205-497-BEAR. That's 497-BEAR.
All right, quick bad box score of the day. We celebrate the best of the worst. The Mississippi Delta Community College
They're
Delta
the Eagles.
Devils.
No, they're the Eagles.
Trojans.
Trojans.
They just went down to the Northwest Mississippi Community College.
The Raiders.
Falcons?
Greg?
Tigers.
No.
Bulldogs.
Rangers.
Ah,
Everybody knew that.
that's close.
I y'all knew that.
Everybody.
51-0, the Rangers take down the
Ouch.
Trojans. Your first down differential, 24-1.
One.
They did. It only takes one. That's what Brian
it takes
Kelly
is
told
one.
us.
All it
They
takes
were.
is one.
Hold on, stop the music for a second.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
They were 0 for 9 on third down.
Well, that's where they got him. That's
They
what
got
lost them the game.
one first down the entire game. They had 12 yards of offense on 32 plays.
12?
That's 0.4 per play.
Hey, not the most efficient.
Could have been negative.
Could have been.
Even worse news. 12 yards of total offense on 31 yards net passing. They had minus 19 rushing yards.
That's what-
You
that's
can't
what
do
it
that
was.
math on your fingers.
Yeah,
so
like
you
I
need
said,
a
could have been
calculator for
negative.
that. Yeah.
Can't do it.
Gotcha.
375 yards of total offense for Northwest Mississippi Community College on 59 plays. 122 of those through the air, 253 on the ground.
Okay.
Ah.
We'll be
Should
seeing some of those guys in the SEC.
I did, no.
Go.
You never know.
You never know.
What, on the stock floor?
Yeah, no. No. Mm-mm. Mitchell Davis was 5 of 9 passing for 31 yards, no touchdowns, and a pick. His long was 10. The longest rush in the game came from Kason Williams, who was 7 yards on 7 carries. 6 was the long. He averaged 1 per carry. Okay.
They're just living in the backfield.
I feel like now I need to tell you guys about your CBD store. If you need products for arthritis, anxiety, your CBD store can help. Gut health, skin care, even your pets' arthritis or anxiety. Go to the largest brick and mortar CBD retailer in the world. First company to have USDA certified organic oil supplements. They've got the stamp seal on them. So go check out their 3 locations: Highway 280 by Bailey Brothers, 150 by the Cage in Cleveland, Trustful just off 459. Your CBD store where good health hits home. Neko Fon, 9 of 15, 104 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Aiden Glover, 2 for 7 for Northwest Mississippi in this game. 4 different players rushed for a touchdown.
4.
Yes.
Spread the wealth.
Spread the wealth.
It's not a great performance there.
Not terrible, though.
You can help your performance at Game Day Men's Health. Go to GameDayMen'sHealth.com today. They're going to help your health just be better. Sign up for the free consultation at GameDayMen'sHealth.com. There you get the free PSA test, free testosterone test, and look at all your baseline health, tell you where you are, help you get better sleep, help remove the brain fog, help you get more energy, and if you need to lose weight, they can help you with that also. Locker room environment, great people. Book your free consultation now at GameDayMen'sHealth.com. That's GameDayMen'sHealth.com. Minimal upfront from the programs that they offer, open now in Trustville. All right, appreciate Bud Elliott stopping by, Andy Burcham stopping by, Matt Zenitz stopping by the show. Get your podcast, JocksFM.com, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get yours. Go watch the replay at YouTube, search JOX945, and you can watch us live each and every morning. Tomorrow, we begin to look ahead at games coming up this weekend. Also, Stephen Godfrey going to join the show tomorrow. Talk some coaching searches in the SEC. And three-man front comes up next, followed by Paul Fine.